Watson, roll it up. That's what you hear in the morning. 3 a.m., getting on the bus. You guys don't realize up here, my pain, down there, your pain, no matter where you're at, your pain and my pain is all the same. At that moment, 3:30, knock on the door. They're telling me to roll it up. I'm leaving from Vista County Jail, E4 ADSEG, to downtown Central. I don't know why they're moving me. They're just moving me. But I know I'm headed to the pen. I thought I would just go from Vista to the pen. But they send me to CJ. Now I'm rolling up to CJ floor 6, which is the SEG floor there. I roll up. There's only 2 GP inmates in SEG at this time. Brown from Logan just did an 11-year stretch in the SHU in Corcoran. And Frosty, IB Rascals, going up state level 4 for damn sure for a hot one, 25 years. Frosty's a big old white boy who rolls with the IB Rascals. He covered in snowman tattoos. I've talked about him before, about 260, massacring burpees all day. Da-dum-dum, 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 while drinking his wine and getting hammered in his cell because he's going upstate for 25 fucking years. Brown just finished doing 11, the SHU in Corcoran. He's going home, but he's going out of state because he's done with Cali. He said, Wes, you're going on a journey. I would talk to him through the vent. He would hear how sad I was, feel it, sense it through the walls in my voice. And he's like, stay strong. You're going on a long fucking trip, and it's going to be massively painful. There's a lot of struggle ahead of you, but you got this. And I'm just fucking torn inside, just hoping that someone would come visit me before I actually hit the pen, because when I hit the pen and I hit 16 block, we ain't seeing nobody for a while. We're going straight into reception, and reception is when they gotta figure out who the fuck you are. So you're gonna be locked in your cell for 3 to 4 months and not see anyone. They gotta check your background, make sure that you ain't got no enemy concerns, make sure, see what gang you're in, see who you roll with, see what your charges are. They're gonna sit you in there for 3 to 4 months and break you on the way in before they break you on the way out. You bitches fucking don't even understand what it's like to do a 10-piece and have 90 days left. You think you know anxiety out here because you might have to wait a few hours to get an answer on something? That's what I'm telling you. It's the same. Even when something small happens out here, it's the same feeling. So it's the same solution. You cannot be in a negative state internally, a negative emotional internal state. You cannot exist there while in peak physical state. So even in there, it was hit the fucking floor. And out here, it's hit the fucking floor. You guys will get this when you learn to strip your exterior. Everybody is fucked because they consider self too much. I'm going upstate. My life is fucked. Me. You're operating from massive ego. I get it. It's painful. But it's just that moment and what you're bringing to it. The perception of it is what's causing the pain. If you learn to just attach to the moment, free yourself in that moment, you will be strong enough to get through anything that ails you in this life. Your perception of the next moment is what makes it painful. If you can separate from that by getting to the essence of who we are, which is our energy, not Wes Watson from San Diego who's tatted, who's about to do 10 years. Do all that and you're fucked. Because then you're just victimizing and you're, I'm fucked. This is going to be so hard. Oh my God. And you just go into that internal magnification that ruins you. Most people never met themselves. Once you really sit down and you're stripped of all exterior, everything, when the exterior world collapses, the internal world is an awakening. And that's the spiritual world. That's everything inside of you. I live there. I live there. Then when I step out of there, I feel the pain that you guys all know and call life. When you exist internally, you can create your external world just by fucking making sure to control your internal state, your energy and your thoughts. and then the actions ensue. The actions in the blueprint are simple in the tangible world. They're very simple. I can give you the foods to eat and the workout to do, and you can be a jacked monster in an allotted amount of time. Or you could talk yourself out of it, procrastinate. Procrastinating is our favorite way of self-sabotage. You punks procrastinate your whole fucking life away. And then cry right at the end of it. That's what I'm not going to do. I'm not going to waste a second, and I'm going to keep you from wasting yours. When the world collapses around you, when everything falls around you and you're in that cell and everything is stripped away, your life is gone, then you really go inside and begin to meet yourself. People tell me all the time, Wes, it's like you're speaking to me. It's because it's the first time someone spoke from their essence to your essence and you heard it. Because you stripped self. You brought down all the walls and barriers that were keeping you from hearing me. Motherfuckers go their whole life without ever meeting themselves because it's very painful in there. When you learn to face that daily is when you truly learn to level up and cross that bridge, and you're no longer what you think you were. Your new life is going to cost you your old one, motherfucker. That's what it's going to fucking cost. You're not your music choice. You're not your favorite car. You're not even Wes from Dago. You're the same as me. We all have the same energy inside of us, the same essence. We all have the exact same wants and desires. We all want love. We all want to be valued. And we all want that inner peace as our optimal state where we don't notice time as it passes by. You're in an ungrateful state by even noticing time. So prison is actually the best place you could be, and lockdown is the best place you could be to learn to perpetuate flow. When you learn to perpetuate flow state, this is when you can be all powerful because you're all creative. You know everything at that moment. You're attached to infinite intelligence through gratitude. Once you strip self, so this is the only thing, let's do it deductively. If you do everything deductively, it's way easier. Trying to learn all this and stack it up is borderline impossible. But if every time you consider self, you just call yourself a fucking bitch and say, I don't need shit but to give everything I wish to be, become the source of everything I seek. This is the answer. So every time you feel lonely, go comfort someone. Every time you want strength, go earn it on the floor or give it to somebody else. Become the source. Detach yourself from the pain of the next moment. How fucking stupid are we? How ungrateful are we? Sitting there, making up scenarios, imaginary evils, and ruining a moment that's not even promised. You motherfuckers sit there and you dread something a couple hours from now or days. That day or those hours aren't even promised. And you're already thinking of them in a negative way. That is the most ungrateful thing ever. And you will just obviously be kicked out of any alignment. Every moment is precious, even when it's a difficult one. I'm more grateful for the struggle because it makes me feel like I'm alive. I started to feel detached over the last month. So I took the food away. Now it's just protein, trace fats, trace carbs, barely any, just so I could feel something again. Nothing else works except when we attach to the suffering of the fucking world. Like Peterson says, the purpose of life is to find the greatest burden you can bear and bear it. Same thing. The struggle alone pleases us. Anything that's easy is not going to work for you. And I don't give a fuck if it's hard for everybody else. It's easy for you, motherfucker. Find the hardest shit you can each day and weather that shit with a grateful heart and positive intention. This is how you teach people to build the unbreakable mind. The self-talk, the intention during times of adversity is what solidifies our strengths and our weaknesses. So if you don't have immediate adversity in your life, inflict adversity and then magnify self-talk and see if you're a beast or a motherfucking bitch. Let's go.